When you select a handful of nuts for your mid-afternoon treat or evening wind-down ritual, you're likely feeling assured about making a nutritious and beneficial choice. This assurance is completely justified, especially for older adults who are truly dedicated to maintaining their autonomy, preserving their vitality, and enjoying an engaged, meaningful lifestyle throughout their later years. Most nutrition-aware individuals easily identify nuts as concentrated sources of vital nutrients loaded with healthful compounds, and this excellent reputation is certainly earned by numerous varieties. The scientific evidence backing nuts is extensive and convincing. Nevertheless, it's absolutely essential to recognize that all nuts aren't equivalent, and they can differ substantially in their particular health effects on mature bodies. Some types harbor naturally present substances that may quietly yet meaningfully compromise your wellness over extended periods, potentially leading to hepatic complications, unforeseen glucose elevations, or even hazardous conflicts with medications you're presently using. In contrast, certain thoughtfully chosen nuts operate almost like nature's own health supplements, actively safeguarding your circulatory system, fortifying your skeletal structure against age-related weakness, and maintaining the cognitive acuity that's so essential for preserving life quality as you mature. This thorough research-backed guide offers a straightforward, actionable, and scientifically grounded method to help you confidently select nuts that will genuinely enhance your health while systematically excluding those varieties that could potentially harm your well-being. Our main objective isn't to remove nuts from your nutrition plan completely. That would be counterproductive considering their numerous advantages, but instead to equip you with the comprehensive knowledge and practical insight necessary to make consistently superior choices that advance your long-term health aspirations. Before we explore this vital nutritional data in depth, I'd truly appreciate learning about your present relationship with nuts and how they integrate into your daily dietary habits. Please share your individual experiences, worries, or positive outcomes in the comments section below, and feel free to pose any particular questions you may have regarding your personal circumstances. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and activate all notifications so you'll always receive Senior Health's most valuable, evidence-based wellness guidance that can create meaningful improvements in your everyday life. If this material genuinely speaks to you and addresses issues you've been considering, please comment with a 1. If you believe this information doesn't align with your requirements or preferences, comment with a 0. We also invite you to mention which country you're viewing from. We'd absolutely enjoy connecting with our expanding international community of health-focused seniors who are taking proactive measures to enhance their well-being. Now, let's methodically investigate how to differentiate between nuts that actively promote and advance your particular health objectives and those that might be subtly undermining your best efforts. By the time you complete this comprehensive guide, you'll possess complete understanding and assurance about which nuts truly merit precious space in your kitchen, precisely how to consume them safely and efficiently, and why these apparently simple dietary decisions matter enormously for your long-term wellness and life satisfaction. Let's examine how these compact yet powerful foods can substantially benefit seniors who aspire to flourish during their golden years. Why strategic nut selection becomes exponentially more critical for seniors. For most individuals across all demographics, nuts rightfully represent a practical, wholesome alternative to heavily processed snacks like chips, crackers, or cookies that fill grocery store aisles. This widespread view of nuts as healthy alternatives is completely accurate and validated by decades of nutritional science. Nuts naturally contain an impressive collection of beneficial nutrients including cardiovascular supporting fats, complete proteins, vital minerals, and potent antioxidants, making them both deeply satisfying and remarkably practical for active lifestyles. However, what many individuals don't completely understand is that the consequences become substantially greater and the factors more intricate for older adults when it comes to making ideal food selections. As our systems naturally mature and experience various physiological transformations, we start to process and utilize nutrients in markedly different manners than we did during our younger decades. Furthermore, typical age-associated conditions like high blood pressure, adult-onset diabetes, bone weakness, and mineral loss become progressively more common and demand more careful dietary oversight. Inappropriate nuts, eaten consistently or in substantial amounts, can regrettably worsen existing body inflammation, destabilize glucose levels unpredictably, or generate potentially harmful conflicts with prescription drugs, all of which can seriously complicate your comprehensive health management and potentially compromise years of diligent medical attention. Conversely, appropriate nuts contain extraordinary bioactive substances that can actually decelerate various aging mechanisms, offer strong protection for your mind against mental decline, and preserve the vigor and adaptability of your cardiovascular and circulatory systems. A revolutionary 20-year tracking study published in a highly regarded cardiology publication revealed some genuinely remarkable discoveries. Regularly consuming one specific nut type increased liver damage risk by roughly 48%, while strategically eating other particular nuts substantially decreased heart disease and cognitive decline risks by quantifiable degrees. This guide will detail exactly which nuts to welcome and which to eliminate, allowing you to make knowledgeable daily decisions that support your health. The superior nuts for seniors. Almonds, your premier bone health allies and nutritional champions. Let's start our comprehensive examination with almonds, which are genuinely outstanding nutritional champions that seem practically engineered to tackle some of the most urgent and significant health challenges that seniors encounter regularly. These extraordinary nuts have rightfully earned their standing and merit a prominent, lasting position in your thoughtfully planned nutrition strategy. 1 standard ounce, roughly equivalent to a modest handful or approximately 23 individual almonds, provides an remarkable roughly 97 milligrams of readily absorbed calcium, which essentially equals the calcium amount present in a quarter cup of whole milk. This considerable calcium quantity is absolutely essential for sustaining ideal bone density and actively preventing osteoporosis, a potentially catastrophic condition that becomes an increasingly grave concern with progressing age. Robust, healthy bones create the fundamental base for maintaining an active, self-sufficient lifestyle that enables you to continue participating in activities you cherish, whether that involves caring for your garden, taking regular walks through your community, or energetically engaging with your cherished grandchildren. What genuinely distinguishes almonds as outstanding among all nuts is their exceptional magnesium content, which functions in ideal biological coordination with calcium. When these two crucial minerals are eaten together, magnesium guarantees that calcium becomes properly absorbed and utilized by your bones rather than problematically collecting in your arteries or soft tissues, where surplus calcium can substantially raise your cardiovascular disease and arterial hardening risk. This sophisticated calcium-magnesium partnership creates what essentially amounts to a natural, integrated protection system that systematically reinforces your bones without creating any compromise to your cardiac health, a perfect illustration of how nature supplies complementary nutrients. Beyond their significant bone-strengthening advantages, almonds supply an abundant quantity of powerful antioxidants, with the greatest concentrations located particularly in their natural brown outer layers. The blend of flavonoids and vitamin E establishes strong, multi-layered defense against oxidative stress, a destructive biological mechanism where damaging free radical molecules systematically harm healthy cells, directly contributing to accelerated aging, advancing memory difficulties, and significantly compromised immune system performance. By consistently eating almonds as part of your daily regimen, you actively help shield your cells at the molecular level, encourage healthy, youthful-appearing skin, and may even help maintain essential memory capabilities, absolutely crucial for seniors who desire to preserve their mental acuity and cognitive independence. The substantial vitamin E amount in almonds also serves an important supporting function in skin health, helping you sustain a more youthful appearance while simultaneously building your body's natural resistance to environmental harm from pollution, UV exposure, and other external threats. From a cardiovascular standpoint, almonds contain roughly 9 grams of heart-beneficial monounsaturated fats per standard ounce. These are exactly the same kinds of advantageous fats that have made olive oil renowned for promoting heart health. These particular fats provide enormous benefits to your cardiovascular system by efficiently lowering LDL, harmful, cholesterol concentrations while simultaneously raising HDL, protective, cholesterol concentrations, keeping your arteries supple and resilient while supporting optimal overall cardiac function and circulation. Moreover, almonds supply an impressive 3.5 grams of dietary fiber per serving, which encourages healthy, consistent digestive performance and offers additional support for managing cholesterol concentrations naturally. These combined cardiovascular and digestive qualities make almonds an absolutely perfect daily selection for seniors who are serious about achieving and sustaining optimal wellness throughout their golden years. Walnuts, the cognitive enhancement champions. Next, we examine walnuts, frequently termed the premier brain-supporting nut. The advantages of these remarkable nuts cannot be exaggerated. Their brain-resembling shape practically promotes their most potent function, supporting mental health as you age. Just 1 ounce of walnuts provides roughly 2.5 grams of alpha-linolenic acid, ALA, an omega-3 fatty acid vital for maintaining brain cell membrane structure and flexibility. This enables neurons to interact more efficiently, essential for seniors who desire to maintain mental clarity and rapid thinking. The omega-3 fatty acids in walnuts have been demonstrated to improve cognitive flexibility and processing velocity in mature adults, helping you remain mentally alert for daily tasks like handling finances or pursuing hobbies. This becomes particularly significant because age-related mental decline can start subtly but progressively affect life quality. Furthermore, walnuts contain polyphenol and vitamin E, powerful antioxidants capable of penetrating the blood-brain barrier, a protective layer that regulates what substances can access the brain. This distinctive characteristic allows them to efficiently reduce inflammation directly in brain tissue, a crucial factor in conditions like Alzheimer's disease and other cognitive decline forms. By potentially counteracting chronic low-level brain inflammation that can damage memory and cognitive abilities, walnuts function as a natural mind protection mechanism. Another distinctive benefit of walnuts is their natural melatonin presence, a hormone that controls sleep-wake patterns. Many seniors experience sleep difficulties that can influence mood, energy levels, and mental clarity. Including walnuts in your diet may enhance sleep quality, thereby improving overall well-being. Whether you're completing puzzles, sharing memories with friends, or simply seeking improved sleep, walnuts provide an easy and delicious method to nurture your brain as you age. Pistachios, cardiovascular health defenders. Proceeding to pistachios, small yet powerful nuts that champion heart health. While lighter than some nuts at roughly 160 calories per ounce, pistachios provide substantial nutritional value through their balanced blend of plant-based protein, healthy fats, and antioxidants. What makes pistachios especially advantageous for seniors is their impressive potassium amount, roughly 285 milligrams per serving. Potassium helps neutralize sodium's impact on blood pressure, a vital factor for mature adults managing hypertension, which affects many individuals as they age. Clinical studies published in a respected nutrition publication found that pistachio consumption can create significant reductions in systolic blood pressure, helping you maintain cardiovascular health. This becomes extremely important for seniors who want to remain physically active and prevent complications like heart attacks and strokes. Pistachios also excel at glucose regulation, making them an outstanding choice for the many seniors dealing with adult-onset diabetes or insulin resistance. Their low glycemic index means they don't trigger sudden blood sugar increases. The combination of protein, fiber, and healthy fats they provide slows carbohydrate absorption when consumed with meals, helping prevent those post-meal glucose surges that can leave you feeling exhausted or increase diabetes risk. Beyond cardiovascular and blood sugar advantages, pistachios support brain and vision health through elevated levels of lutein and zeaxanthin, two carotenoids that protect the macula, the eye region responsible for sharp vision. These compounds may help reduce age-related macular degeneration risk, the primary cause of vision loss in people over 60. Recent studies also suggest lutein and zeaxanthin may support mental sharpness, helping you stay focused and alert. As a versatile heart-healthy snack, pistachios can create a significant positive influence on your daily health routine. Brazil nuts, the selenium champions, with essential warnings. The fourth nut to examine is Brazil nuts, which provide distinctive benefits but include an important caution. These nuts are an unparalleled selenium source, a trace mineral essential for thyroid function, immune health, and cognitive protection. A single large Brazil nut contains roughly 96 micrograms of selenium, exceeding the daily recommended intake for most seniors. This makes Brazil nuts more like natural supplements in shells than typical snacks. Selenium is crucial for converting thyroid hormone T4 into its active form T3, which controls metabolism, energy levels, and mood. This becomes particularly important for seniors, especially postmenopausal women who may experience thyroid problems causing severe fatigue, weight gain, or mental cloudiness. Consuming Brazil nuts can support thyroid health, helping you feel more energetic and balanced. Furthermore, selenium protects neurons from oxidative stress damage, which has been connected to cognitive decline. Studies demonstrate that low selenium levels in mature adults correlate with inferior memory and thinking abilities, while adequate selenium status can support clearer thinking and better mood stability. Brazil nuts also enhance immune system function, helping your body resist infections and maintain resilience. However, due to their extremely elevated selenium content, portion management is absolutely essential. Eating more than one Brazil nut daily, maximum 2, can risk selenium toxicity, causing symptoms like fatigue, stomach discomfort, brittle nails, hair loss, and even nerve damage. For your safety, restrict yourself to just one Brazil nut per day. If you're taking medications for thyroid, blood pressure, or cholesterol conditions, always consult your physician first, as nuts can potentially interact with these treatments. Brazil nuts can be beneficial when consumed appropriately, but moderation is crucial. Nuts seniors should restrict or eliminate. Now let's examine nuts that seniors should restrict or eliminate entirely, as they can present significant risks, especially for those with particular health conditions or taking multiple medications. Peanuts. Concealed risks beneath popularity. First, let's address peanuts, which despite their popularity, contain some hidden dangers. Unlike genuine tree nuts, peanuts are legumes that develop underground, making them vulnerable to mold infections that create aflatoxins, potent carcinogens that can harm liver cells over time. Seniors are especially susceptible to these toxins, particularly those with compromised liver function or reduced detoxification capacity, as aflatoxins can damage immune function and increase long-term health risks. Studies from liver health institutions show that even low-level aflatoxin exposure can be harmful. Furthermore, peanuts are elevated in omega-6 fatty acids, which aren't dangerous in moderation but can encourage inflammation when consumed excessively. Many seniors already consume excessive omega-6 from processed foods, and peanuts add to this inflammatory burden, potentially aggravating conditions like arthritis, heart disease, or cognitive decline. For these reasons, peanuts should be occasional indulgences rather than daily snacks. Cashews, the carbohydrate challenge. Cashews are another nut to restrict, primarily because they're surprisingly elevated in carbohydrates. A 1-ounce serving contains roughly 9 grams of carbs with only 1 gram of fiber, meaning they can elevate blood sugar more quickly than other nuts. This creates problems for seniors with prediabetes or diabetes, as blood sugar spikes can cause energy crashes and long-term complications. Cashews also contain oxalates, natural compounds that can combine with calcium in the digestive system, potentially creating kidney stones. For seniors with compromised kidney function or a history of stones, cashews can aggravate these issues, making them a less ideal choice. While cashews aren't inherently unhealthy, their carbohydrate and oxalate content means they should be consumed sparingly, especially if you're monitoring blood sugar or kidney health. Macadamia nuts. Calorie-dense challenges. Macadamia nuts, while rich and delicious, require careful consumption. They're extremely calorie-dense, with just 10 to 12 nuts containing roughly 200 calories, mostly from fat. Unlike other nuts, they provide minimal protein or fiber to encourage satiety, which can contribute to overeating and weight gain, problematic for seniors managing heart health or mobility. Macadamias also have elevated saturated fat content, about 3 to 4 grams per ounce, which can raise LDL cholesterol and worsen cardiovascular problems, especially for people taking statins or other heart medications. Their rich, fatty nature can also stress the gallbladder, a common concern for seniors with gallstones, which become more prevalent with age. Consuming large quantities of macadamias might trigger digestive issues, including nausea, abdominal pain, or even gallbladder attacks, so they're best kept as rare treats rather than regular snacks. Pine nuts. Specific risks to consider. Finally, pine nuts present particular dangers that warrant limiting their consumption. These small nuts, often used in gourmet cooking, can cause a peculiar condition called pine mouth syndrome, developing a metallic or bitter taste 1 to 3 days after consumption. This can persist for days or weeks, suppressing appetite and potentially leading to unintentional weight loss, which is serious for seniors already at risk of malnutrition. More concerning, pine nuts contain compounds that may interfere with common medications like blood pressure drugs, antidepressants, or cholesterol-lowering treatments. These interactions aren't widely documented, making them a hidden risk for seniors on multiple medications. Additionally, pine nuts' small size and slippery texture make them an aspiration hazard, especially for people with swallowing difficulties or medication-induced dry mouth. If accidentally inhaled, they can block airways or lodge in lungs, potentially causing aspiration pneumonia, a serious condition in older adults. For these reasons, pine nuts should be consumed rarely and with extreme caution. Practical application. Your weekly nut approach. To implement this knowledge effectively, begin with a simple weekly pantry organization. Stock up on almonds, walnuts, pistachios, and just 1 Brazil nut per day. Always portion nuts into small containers like ramekins to control serving sizes. Never eat directly from the package, as it's easy to overconsume. Keep peanuts, cashews, macadamia nuts, and pine nuts in a separate container for occasional treats. Store high-fat nuts like walnuts and Brazil nuts in the refrigerator to prevent rancidity, as rancid fats can transform beneficial compounds into harmful ones. For Brazil nuts, adhere strictly to 1 per day, 2 at absolute maximum, to prevent selenium toxicity. Studies from leading cardiovascular health organizations suggest that seniors following structured nutritional guidelines like these experience better heart outcomes, more stable blood sugar, and enhanced cognitive function compared to those making random food choices. Consistency matters more than perfection, so aim to make these decisions a regular part of your routine. If you're taking medications for hypertension, diabetes, or thyroid conditions, discuss your nut choices with your doctor. Some nuts can enhance or interfere with medication effectiveness, and your healthcare provider can help optimize both your nutrition and treatment plan. Beyond nuts, your complete wellness approach. Beyond nuts, your overall dietary pattern is your most powerful tool for healthy aging. Work with your physician or a registered dietitian to develop a comprehensive nutrition plan that incorporates nuts alongside other foods supporting bone health, heart function, and cognitive performance. Regularly monitor your blood pressure, blood sugar, and cholesterol levels to track how dietary changes affect your health markers. Pay attention to your energy levels, sleep quality, and mental clarity. These are real-time indicators of how well your dietary choices are serving you. Making decisions that count. The snacks you select today can either build strength for your senior years or quietly undermine decades of effort to stay healthy. Nuts are powerful nutritional tools that can support or sabotage your health goals depending on which ones you choose and how you consume them. The difference between thriving in your senior years and struggling with preventable health issues often comes down to simple, informed choices, like which nuts to keep in your kitchen. You now have the knowledge to select nuts that actively support your heart, brain, and overall well-being while avoiding those that pose risks. Share this information with your adult children, grandchildren, neighbors, or friends who want to make healthier dietary choices as they age. I'd really appreciate hearing about your current situation and any questions you might have. Please leave your thoughts in the comments below. Remember to subscribe and adjust your notification settings so you never miss Senior Health's most helpful wellness advice. If you're finding this information valuable, please leave a 1 in the comments. If not, leave a 0. Your engagement could help others avoid nutritional mistakes and build stronger, healthier futures. Stay informed, stay prepared, and keep making decisions that support the vibrant, independent life you deserve.